In this video, I'm going to actually talk to you about the done-for-you products. Then I'm going to make another video, and I'm going to talk to you about IntelliVA. And then the final video is going to be about the tools. I think what has to happen in order for you to really conceptualize the value we're bringing you, it's going to be important to understand why the credit system and why we believe that majority of you are going to be able to use these products without paying for them. You could use the credits that you're gaining as an affiliate. If you're not an affiliate, you still get to enjoy the benefits of what's going on. So when you think of artificial intelligence, you think of ChatGPT. What I'm going to show you is OpenAI is only one of many different platforms that are used to create the kind of thing we're able to do for each of you individually. So the reason for the video, or the 3-part series, is so you understand why, and for those of you who get the AI profit system, or you order engagement flow with a full mod team, or something where we set it up for you, why it's not just cut your fingers and done, because a specific amount of real intelligence has to go in to give it the right tone and make it look and sound and be a representation of whatever your brand, your business, or what you're doing is. So let's go ahead and let's start off the bottom and work our way up. So as you look at this note, it says DFY funnel. Someone says, why would I get the profit system instead of this funnel? Well, I would tell you, this funnel is where we build a funnel that you want us to build. That's what this is for. It is that funnel. This is not a based on artificial intelligence. Our team will build and design for you a multi-step funnel that includes videos or payment buttons or whatever it is that you are marketing. That's what this is for. Someone also asked, hey, why would I get the AI profit system, artificial intelligence profit system, if I can go over the tools and get a funnel builder? A funnel builder is a do-it-yourself. You build your own funnel with these tools. These are tools where you can do things yourself. That's what's done here. So are you thinking, why would I pay for a profit system when I can do this? Well, that's a great question. A funnel builder is actually your own ability to build out your funnel, okay? Like you would in ClickFunnels or some other system. So now that we've done that, and then we told you we do all of our artificial intelligence work is done in a hub called GHL, very popular around the internet, but we use it in a different way. We do it to set up as much done for you as we can for our subscribers and customers so they don't have to do it. But you are able to do it yourself within it, okay? So now I'm going back over to the done for you because I said I would talk about the done for you funnel. Same thing with a website. Well, this leads to other questions. Hey, what's the difference between a website and a funnel? Great question. A website is like a brochure that talks all about your business, about you, your history, about us, contact us, and all that kind of stuff, right? What type of products and services you offer. It may go over what other customers are saying and also sponsors or whatever you may put on there, even your social mission. That's what a website is. It's a full-fledged online brochure. When you want to look at a funnel, what's the difference between them? A funnel is a multi-step marketing channel where people can go through multiple of steps to actually become your customer or your subscriber. Step 1, they may be visiting, they may give an email address and come through to see a page where they could access some information. Once they do that, they may decide to click on to go take another step in your funnel where they may actually have something emailed to them or get a phone call or actually get a free download. They may take another step where they actually subscribe and get an upsell or a downsell. That's what a funnel is. So that's the difference between the two. That's why they have different costs. A full-fledged website usually takes a lot more than a funnel. Then there's a host of pages, terms and conditions and all kind of cool stuff. But that's the difference between these two. Now we're coming up to things that will involve artificial intelligence. And I say that so you can get the gist of how this works. So in order to give you a better understanding of IntelliVA, there's a process that takes place where we actually have to build out in a real intelligence, a brain for your voice agent that will work in many ways through receiving phone calls and making them. That will also give you a 24-hour-a-day virtual assistant who will know everything about your business, your referral links. They'll be able to troubleshoot. And I'm going to be able to show you a little bit about how we do that. You know, as I stated earlier, artificial intelligence isn't about ChatGPT. ChatGPT is just a product by OpenAI, who is one of the original companies, or is the flagship company that creates most of the resources for all platforms related to artificial intelligence. It's important for you to know what we're doing with IntelliVA. This is just the setup so you can have an agent and use those minutes and use them wisely. So as we do it, we have to first build a brain, and we store that in a place where our system can go get it. Here's an example. Here's a brain, or I call it a brain, but it's basically details about your business. It's either a custom offer or whatever you're marketing. Whatever it has, it can pull information in split seconds or less than a second while someone is talking to your artificial intelligence. I want you to gather this and imagine it. While the system is talking, I want you to note it'll troubleshoot and answer questions on the dime. And when it does, it'll give you a better understanding of what setting up is. What it looks like is we have to not just feed a brain. There's a prompt that's built that communicates when someone pushes a button and or makes a phone call, and that prompt deals with things called webhooks and things like that. I'll give you a little look here. So we have the agent that is built, and without the chat to touch base with OpenAI, and then we have other things related to this, and we store in a memory, which we call a knowledge base or KB. And without it to communicate with a place called something, what we have specific commands in that. You don't have to know on it, but I want you to understand what setup means. And when we do that, it allows a person to be able to have a great experience without ever knowing what we're doing in the back end. But imagine someone calls you, or your system calls them, and here's what happens on another side to look a little closer. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear this, but if I ask this thing a question, it's going to answer. It's going to answer in a way that it will benefit you to know with the experiences. I'm going to try something here and see if I can make sense of it and have it answer me here. That way you can hear its response to me. So watch this.
Thanks for reaching out. How can I help you today?
Yes, my name is Jack, and I'm wondering if you can help me. I'm having a transaction not found error that comes up when I'm trying to purchase.
Got it. It seems like you're encountering a transaction not found error while trying to make a purchase. Got it. Since you mentioned that you chose USD, it's likely that the system had an issue processing the payment due to the incorrect currency selection. To resolve this, you'll need to go to Bitcoin Wallet, select Send BTC, and place the exact Bitcoin.
Thank you so much. So as I was talking, I don't know if you were able to hear it or not, she was walking me through it, but guess what? It had to first go and pull the information from all of the many files. In these files, each of them have many pages. This one has 5, this has 2, this one has 10 pages. It goes over the entire compensation plan of everything related to your business. And so that's why we make you fill out a form. We have lots of documentation that goes on. And then to top it all off, there's a prompt in another platform that connects, and it gives the agent a voice that we code using text to speech. Then we connect it in an advanced way to something called webhooks that goes all the way out into our platform. It communicates there. Then, oh my goodness, it comes with the phone number that we connect to a specific assistant that is assigned. Yes, no, we cannot do it right away. It takes a few days to get it back. Then we go out, we can track the phone calls, every call that it makes. We get the transcript, we can listen to it, we got everything. We know why it's converting high. Why use the AI profit system and or Go E1U Life? It's because of what I'm explaining to you. IntelliVA setup, that's 20,000 credits. It's not a gimmick to try and get you to spend your credits. If you want to use it, it costs money, significant money. So we try to do is reduce it, so we do it in volume so we keep the numbers down for you. So once you have it set up, then when you get over to IntelliVA, you can buy minutes. It'll take a long time to get 5 to go through 5 minutes because the average call is 20 to 40 seconds. So you can get as much as you can afford. If you can afford a lot of minutes, get them. So that's the done for you with IntelliVA. Now it's time for me to show you the engagement flow setup. The engagement flow setup, again, this is just the setup, and it gets you ready for using your smart AI in these workflows. How does it work, Jack? It works like this. You go ahead and you take a look. I'm going to go and show you what it looks like on the back end when these workflows are set up. Engagement flow is a way to have interaction with your social media so that people would inbox you, they DM you, they're responding to one of your TikTok videos with a TikTok form or LinkedIn form, or they're interacting with you through one of the social media platforms, email, texting, live chat, the sky's the limit. When that happens, it looks more like this. You can pick whatever trigger it is that you're doing. This has to be set up for you for engagement flow. Facebook, like I said, we could add many triggers here. We can add TikTok, forms submitted. We can make it that one. We could add whatever time. It could add a time. LinkedIn, and once we do, there's if-else scenarios that are set up. Then everything in the conversation has to be stored so that it can remember everything that the customer or the lead has said to you. And now, while you are in bed, while you are on vacation, the system is interacting with this IntelliVA is interacting in a way that it's chatting on your behalf. It knows everything about your comp plan, your products in detail, what to do when certain errors occur, and then it can revert someone back to signing up with you and get started. That's what's going on behind the scenes with engagement flow. This is the setup for it. Now, for smart AI to work, you plug in some of your IntelliVA minutes. That takes seconds with texting and interacting. It doesn't take a lot, but you do need to use them. That's what this one's for. The full Monty, it's everything. It means when you're the full Monty, you submit the forms. Our team builds out your multi-step funnel. Your branded website includes logos, does your IntelliVA setup, your engagement flow. You have everything done by us. You can utilize our AI profit system, or you have as good the kind that you want. That's up to you. We have a set of designers and developers on hand to do that for you. That's how this works. So I went over it, done for you. I wanted you to have a better understanding. It may sound like it's all the same, but it is not. So stay tuned for the IntelliVA next video so you can understand how that works.